guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited to have you here. I know that the background looks a little different. I know it's not my house, but but now let's get on to business. So for the February book club, guys, the books that you missed, the discussion was amazing, awesome. We did have a guest speaker. He's an author. His name is Azuka. And let's see, since I'm actually not using my cell phone to record, I can show you his page. If you're able to see that, that is his Instagram right there. So you can follow him. He is so awesome. He is an author here locally in Union County, and he speaks at various schools. He published books for kids as well as adults on change. So it was very nice to have him come and talk with us. So we had a great, powerful introductory speech to the book club. We discussed the two fabulous books that we have here, and then we worked on vision boards, and that was really awesome. And I would like to go over the two books, the important parts that we discussed here, or things that I wanted to discuss with you guys. For those that haven't read the book, this one is really good to get you to understand how to live with fear, how a different take on it, and how you can still keep going and use it to energize you. But the main part, and I'm going to read from the author herself, is learning basically how to live with fear and not letting it control or run your life. So she's having a discussion with fear, and she's letting fear know, and I'm going to quote her, "Creativity and I are about to go on a road trip together. I understand that you will be joining us because you always do. I acknowledge that you believe you have an important job to do in my life and that you take your job seriously. Apparently, your job is to induce complete panic whenever I'm about to do anything interesting. And may I say, you are superb at doing this job. So by all means, keep doing your job if you feel that you must. But I will also be doing my job on this road trip, which is to work hard and stay focused. And creativity will be doing its job, which is to remain stimulating and inspiring. There's plenty of room in this vehicle for all of us, so make yourself at home, but understand this. Creativity and I are the only ones who will be making any decisions along the way." So that is the gist of this book. It's letting you know how to continue even though you're afraid, the competition is out there, you may not be as successful, you know, all those things, especially when you're trying to do something creative. Even myself, I've experienced that constant, what do I think I'm doing? You know, like, where is this coming from? You really just want to crawl back into yourself and not even go out there. So I thought that this book gave us a lot of courage. So definitely recommend it for you guys to read. And now the other book that we read was Dream It, Pin It, Live It by Terry Savelle Foy. And this is the book, basically like an introductory book on writing vision boards. And she gives you examples, because what better than an example to get you to believe in something, right? So she has here just one story. I'm not going to tell you all of them, but basically here's one. In high school, DeAndre Cortez Way made a list of all the things that he wanted to achieve in his journal. The list included get a record deal, have a #1 song, have a platinum album, invent a dance that everyone would do. 1 year later, he checked everything off on his list. DeAndre Cortez Way, better known as Soulja Boy, is an American rapper, a record producer, actor, and entrepreneur who was listed as number 18 on the Forbes list of the Hip Hop Cash Kings of 2010. So everybody knows, you know, the famous dance that he did, the Superman. The guy wrote it down. So that's the difference. Basically, she goes over many different examples of how writing your dreams and goals and putting them in front of you, it's going to make the difference between you just dreaming to do something and actually making it happen. And it really does make a difference. I mean, even in my own experience, because I've been doing this now for about a year, to see every single morning the lists of all the things that I want to do keeps them in my head as I'm going throughout the day. It keeps it alive. Sometimes if we just jot it down, like I'm really not even talking about journaling, but physically having a vision board, looking at it every morning before you go to sleep, before you head out the door to go to work, just remembering yourself, remembering this is what I want, this is what I'm looking forward to, this is what I'm going to do. It really does work. So I do recommend this book for children as well as adults, getting you prepared to do vision boards. So many different stories of how other people have become successful by using that method. So that was February. Okay, so that month, February, was all about vision, having a vision, creating a vision for your life. So now we're on to March, and that is all about focus, getting yourself focused. So we have a game plan, and that's going to be 3 things, and we have 2 books to discuss. And that's going to be number 1, to prioritize. So the book that I picked out for this month, for March, that's Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. I've been following this guy for so long. I've read a couple of books from him, and he really is amazing. So eating the frog is basically getting you to knock out the most important thing every day that's leading you towards your goals. How to break things down that may look, daunting or overwhelmingly big, how to break down the pieces into smaller chunks. So he's really good, and it's not a lot of pages. This book is less than 120 pages for you to read. Again, they do have it in audio. I actually listened to this book in audio a couple of times. You do it while you're cleaning the house, while you're driving back and forth to work, picking up the kids. Easy way to get your reading done. So this is going to be number 1. Okay guys, so number 2 is eliminate distractions. That is a big one for me, and I know that's a big one for many people out there that may be listening to this. How do you eliminate your distractions? Because they will come from the freaking weeds. They will come everywhere. So this book is called Boundaries. This is going to help you draw the line with your children, with your parents, with your friends, and sometimes the biggest challenge, with yourself, okay? Sometimes you don't know how to control yourself. It's very easy to control your work shift or, the life of your children or your parent or whatever, but when it comes to yourself, many people are reckless and do not follow rules. This book, I have to say, amazing, eye-opening. Enjoy it, read it. Audio version is available as well as the physical book. And that's also important. You have to learn to eliminate your distractions, because if you have goals, you have places that you want to go, you have things that you want to accomplish, you're not going to do them if you are constantly being distracted and pulled into different directions. So this book, like I said at the beginning when I started the book club, I was at that place in my life. A lot of things have changed. A lot of relationships have had to change in my life. A lot of the time that I spent with people had to be reworked, and you know what I'm saying? And it's definitely a touchy subject for me, but I recommend this book, and I'm really looking forward to discussing it with other people as well. Please feel free to comment. I would really like to know how these books, any of the books that I've mentioned throughout the book club, have impacted your life, whether it's positive, negative, or if you recommend the book to someone and if it helped them out as well. Number 3 is take massive action. Everything that we're trying to do requires for you to act. So this month right now is all about taking action. Now you have your vision, you have your mind all in the game. You have to act. You got to focus. You have to get everything in order and eliminate your distractions. And I hope everyone enjoys the books. We will be meeting towards the end of the month. I will film a video later on in the month, actually, to let you know what the books are for months 5 through 8, as well as giving you a date for the book club meeting and a location as well. Thank you for spending your time with me, and I will see you soon.